Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is good old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Commodores will kick it away to start. Fair catch, called for and made. So Tennessee's offense will start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game.
Gets away from one, finds some space. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. Coming out with it, it's Hendricks. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline. Out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys and the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Grab near the sticks. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Tosses it incomplete. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day,
picked off. Taking it the other way. Touchdown ball. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
that's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
It's caught downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. And off to Jones. Still on his feet at the 45. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up. Might as well give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Hold it, open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. On a little time, lets it go. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Commodores send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling fast and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
He's back to throw on second down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got his man. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. The Vols want to crank the tempo. And this Big Orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And
lost one deep down the right side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Just going to keep it after the snap. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking for the score. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Gets it out fast. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
And off to Jones. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. On second down, just keeps firing. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Commodores will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll throw it on first down. And they got him for the sack.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole, and you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Working that left side now. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Makes one man miss.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has. So nice job defending it.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get him in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They're working that left side. And he breaks into the open. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL. Got
it set up on the outside. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Tennessee, 28.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Just a simple power play. power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Coming after it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. Slips through the line. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took him right to the... He's going to fire deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Second down coming up. Running back searching for a hole. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Volunteers are on the move. They'll go to the ground. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hand off from the shotgun. Tackle is made after the first down. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown Vols! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little... And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The give to the back. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll return it from around the 50. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gotten out everybody right now on the same page.
And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. Looking to move it through the air. Got a man. It's Ward. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback checking off. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
Getting some heat. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on fourth.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And let's be honest, the story of that first half has been the play of that dude under center. Talk about having complete control of that offense. Cool, calm, and collected in that pocket. He's delivered one throw after another with precision and zip. He's checked down, he's hit on a deep ball. All in all, a very impressive first half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Vols will kick it away to crank up the second half. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. What could go wrong did in the first half. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Got it in the middle. It's John. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Feeling some heat. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the... He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the stomping has commenced. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Tennessee 42.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run. Showing your physicality. Setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At the 40, there he goes. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time, 2nd and long from the 19. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
3rd and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 40. The Volunteers have this offense rolling. Trying to find his man on first down. They're trying to get to him. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
Using the quick game. And the ball slipped out. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. This offense is aggressive on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the first down. It'll be a turnover on downs. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. On the move is the 30. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, getting to the end zone. Nice run.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Number 10.
The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. Setting up the screen. At the 35, he's open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. They're going to ride this running back. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist. Set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He threw a couple of costly interceptions in that loss last week, but a really good job to take care of the football in this one.
And Reese, at that position, you better have a short-term memory, right? Quarterbacks have to forget about it, move on, forget the mistakes. Nice job putting that behind him last week. Coming out today, putting together a great performance for his team.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for it.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Looking to the big tight end. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5.
Here we go.
He'll keep it himself. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They'll run the screen. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the pummeling has started. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point was good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score Tennessee 49.
He'll bring it out. It's Hendricks. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He wants to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Here's the handoff. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the offense on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Wide open downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Line gets set, first down. The inside handoff. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll throw it on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Emmanuel. They get him down after he makes the catch.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nice.
Take over.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coach
Looking for the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on the recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's got him and they convert. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And now they've moved into the red zone. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. They're going to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hendricks. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab outside. It's Santiago. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Makes a connection. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He wants a big play here late. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Vols headed quickly to the line. Quarterback will audible. On second down, looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides.